Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Village of Oak Lawn Board of Trustees regular meeting. We are meeting here today in the Village Hall Auditorium, and that is 9446 South Raymond Avenue. This is meeting 2026-02. It is Tuesday, January 27, 2026, and it is 9:02 a.m. Roll call, please, Madam Clerk.
Mayor Vorderer.
Present.
Trustee Pembroke. Trustee Olenichek. Trustee Mallow. Trustee Stalker.
Here.
Trustee Desmond.
Here.
Trustee Sock.
Here. We have a quorum. Would you please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? First responders, veterans are authorized to salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Oath of office for some new Oak Lawn Police Department employees and promotion. Chief, would you want to handle that?
Thank you, Mayor, Board of Trustees, for allowing us to do this at the board meeting. Today, we're swearing in a lieutenant and a sergeant, but before I get to them, I'd just like to recognize Division Chief Pat Kern. He's the reason that we're doing these promotions, is he's retiring after 28 years of service. He's been very instrumental in all the latest technology that we've used, drones, fuses, LPRs. That was one of the first things I did as chief. I remember he was a new lieutenant, and I said, hey, Pat, you're going to be in charge of all this stuff. And the look on his face was a little overwhelming, but he did it, and he did it well. So congratulations to him on a well-deserved retirement.
Got a few things you want to say? Step up to the mic. If I recall, you always had something to say.
Those were just union meetings, sir. No. No, thank you, Dan. I wasn't expecting him to say that. I appreciate it, but, you know, it's not one guy. We had teams of people we put together to do this, so there's plenty of people standing here today that I wouldn't have been able to do it by myself, so I appreciate that, and thank you very much. I'm looking forward to retiring.
Pat, I was captain when you first got hired, and I saw great things in the future, so you did it. Thanks for serving the village.
Thank you.
Well, thanks, Pat.
Okay, the two guys that are staying. Steve Scannell. Steve's been with the department 18 years. He served in the patrol division. He served in the detective division as well. He was also an SRO at Richards, and he's currently in the detective division, and he's now being promoted to patrol sergeant.
I state
I, Steve Scow,
having been appointed to the position of
have been appointed to the position of police sergeant
in the Village of Oak Lawn, County of Cook,
in the Village of Oak Lawn, County of Cook,
do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
do solemnly swear that I will the Constitution of the United States,
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
faithfully discharge the duties
of the position of police sergeant
of the position of police sergeant
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability. My wife Brenda, my daughter Skylar, my son Jackson, my mom, and my sister Linda. Who's gonna start?
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Sergeant, congratulations. A lot of hands to shake there.
Two, three. All right, that's good.
Okay, last but not least, Nick Kumke. Come on up there. Nick's been with the department for 20 years. He's served in both the patrol and the detective divisions. He's pretty much done it all. In the detective division, he was a tactical detective. Then he was promoted to sergeant. He was a patrol sergeant. Then he was reassigned to the detective division as a sergeant, where he supervised both general case and the tactical unit. He's also the assistant team commander of our mutual aid response team.
Having been appointed to the position of police lieutenant
Having been appointed to the position of police lieutenant
in the village of Oak Lawn, county of Cook,
in the village of Oak Lawn, county of Cook,
do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the state of Illinois,
and the Constitution of the state of Illinois,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and will faithfully discharge the duties
of the position of police lieutenant
of the position of police lieutenant
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability. My wife and kids and father-in-law, mother-in-law, parents, aunt, uncle, cousin, friends, family.
Congratulations.
Hey, you ready?
Yeah.
Ready? One, two, three.
Want a picture?
Congratulations. Absolutely.
Okay. Could we get a little clearance there in front of the screen? They want to take a picture. Congratulations, Lieutenant. Over here. Where's the chief?
Chief, these are
Yeah, here he is.
nice.
No, no, no.
This is very thoughtful of you.
Yeah, okay, I'll make sure she gets it. No, they're going,
Very
moving,
nice,
nothing
thank you.
going on.
Very nice.
Misplaced. Oh, Tuesday.
Maybe I'll wear this back home today.
7:30, it's 7:30 at 9.
My son
I was gonna make sure she saw you came in.
went to start my car and he went
Fumbling around, dealing with that stuff over there, so.
Whoops.
Crazy.
cost me
I
$120
know, I feel like.
to get my kids.
Oh, my God.
Somebody in the house lost my spare set
Oh, no.
a couple of months ago.
It is confusing.
It's so aggravating when that happens. You had to be losing your mind like that. Just
I don't lose my set.
Oh, okay.
Thank God he started the
Got
car.
half an hour, next thing, it's 2 minutes.
Running out the door.
In the driveway.
Had to be real warm, right?
Crazy. Blew every side of the way here. I said, that's okay, all the police are here.
$125 for a watch.
We haven't gotten the meat of the meeting. Just, all it
But I
was,
get a free key.
Right.
At least you get something.
and Nick and the crew there.
You're all good, Nick.
Really?
Congratulations.
Yes.
I actually
Okay.
do that as well.
Yeah, he's,
I did it.
yeah, he's,
Is it, I have to check it every time. Is it 9? 7:30.
absolutely.
God willing.
But as you know, sometimes even anything. It could be there, ready, getting ready to go to do something. Next thing, you lose track of time.
All right, we can move on with the meeting. Public comments, Madam Clerk, do we have somebody?
Yes,
Comment?
Jonathan? Yes.
Good morning, Jonathan, how are you?
Good morning, Mayor. Good, how are
It
you?
requires me to ask you if you're an Oak Lawn resident.
I just moved here.
Congratulations, you're living in a great town.
Yes, I moved from Texas to Illinois.
Good, thank you.
So good morning, Mayor, trustees, village clerk, committee members, and guests. Thank you for allowing me to speak for a few moments this morning. My name is Jonathan Castillo, and I have the great honor of serving as an overseer of the World Mission Society Church of God, which is located in South Costner Avenue here in Oak Lawn Village. The World Mission Society Church of God is a Christian, non-denominational church that believes in God the Father and God the Mother according to the teachings of the Bible. Our church has over 4 million members in nearly 8,000 churches throughout 175 countries. Our faith is rooted in the teachings of Christ, which is the new covenant, our guiding principles to serve communities with mother's love, which is described as compassionate and full of care and respect. Since our founding in 1964, our church has been active around the world in community service initiatives such as blood drives, environmental cleanups, crime prevention awareness, disaster relief, and youth education. These efforts are carried out in cooperation with local governments, nonprofits, and community organizations. As a result of this service, the Church of God has received recognition from governments and civic institutions globally, including the Green Apple Awards for environmental efforts in Europe, the Legislative Merit Medal from Brazil, and the Queen's Award for Volunteer Service, currently known as the King's Award, in the United Kingdom, the highest honor given to volunteer organizations there. Here in the United States, our church has been honored with the U.S. President's Volunteer Service Award, including the Gold Award and the Lifetime Achievement Award, along with numerous regional and local government awards and proclamations. Proclamations. We have been a part of the Oak Lawn community for the past 2 years, and our purpose of being here this morning is simply to introduce ourselves and express our desire to serve our community, just as we do in communities around the world. We believe that strong communities are built through cooperation, service, and mutual respect. In that spirit, we would also like to extend an invitation to the village board and community members to attend our upcoming open house on Sunday, February 22nd, from 12 p.m. until 3 p.m., as an opportunity to learn more about who we are and how we hope to support you. It will be held at our church, which is located at 10000, that's 1 followed by 4 zeros, South Costner Avenue in Oak Lawn, Illinois. Thank you again for your time this morning and for your service to the village of Oak Lawn. We appreciate the opportunity to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. If I could say, I've had the opportunity to meet many of your constituents, I shouldn't say that, your congregation, and I was most impressed with the youth of your organization. So welcome to Oak Lawn.
Thank you, Mayor. And actually, some of our youth came this morning. They participated in many volunteer services in the past, and they wanted to take a picture with you, if that's okay.
Sure.
Yeah, thank you. They're right here. Yes.
Never gonna pass up a picture.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Make a speech, too.
Good, Derek.
Yeah, he came in right before. He's off on Tuesdays. His day off.
Tighten up a little bit.
Yeah, Saturday, February 21st. Day, like I said, day after your event.
We move on to the conflict of interest disclosure. Does any trustee have any conflict with anything on the agenda tonight? Hearing none, we'll move on to the approval of the regular meeting minutes of 2026-01 dated January 13th, 2026. Motion, please.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Second.
Roll call.
Trustee Pembroke?
Yes.
Trustee Mallow?
Yes.
Trustee Stalker?
Yes.
Trustee Desmond?
Yes.
Trustee Sock?
Yes.
Motion is approved. New business by village trustees, District 1.
Thank you, Mayor. I have no new business, just a quick word, again, like we do every year, to compliment our public works on the tough job they do and the great work they did, as well as our police and fire department for keeping everybody safe. It seems repetitive that we do this every year, but I think it's worth giving them the credit they deserve. So I think I got one call this year from a resident, and I was asking if we were coming back again. So it's great to hear of no issues from our residents. So again, thank you to everybody for the great work they've done.
Thank you.
That's all I got.
Okay, District 3, Paul.
Thank you, Mayor. I just have one thing this morning, and it's literally just to talk about LGDF real quickly. This is money that the village has not received from the state of Illinois, and to commend the Southwest Conference of Mayors, our mayor, who's part of that board, they're working very hard to get that LGDF number to go higher. Originally, it was supposed to be 10%, and slowly, the state of Illinois takes that away from the village and the residents of Oak Lawn. We're currently at 6% of the tax money that we get. So I want to commend the Southwest Conference of Mayors and the group that is working so hard to try to get that back to where it should have been. The reasons that we're in such binds with pensions and things like that, it just hurts that the state of Illinois just keeps grabbing the money that is supposed to be for the state of Illinois, or for the village of Oak Lawn. Apologize. So that's really all I had. I just wanted to make that mention about that LGDF and where it is now, where it was. There's a lot of history, so do your research, find out how that's been taken away from the village of Oak Lawn. So I think it's a really important financial thing for the village, and if we can get that number just slightly higher, I mean, they're fighting for every little percent that they can. So, that's all I have this morning. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Paul. Yeah, that was when they passed the state income tax back in the early 70s. The agreement was that the state or the villages would get 10% of the property tax. The state has, as you said, kind of eroded that down to 6%, which I believe might have cost us millions of dollars,
Yeah.
okay, in revenue that we could pay pensions and police. So we'll continue fighting, and hopefully these legislators down there will understand, and we'll reinstate some of that money. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, District 4.
Thank you, Mayor. Just a couple comments. I do also want to thank our first responders for a very busy month during the month of January here. They did a great job. But also, I want to mention the Public Works about a great job that they are doing with snowfall. I did get a couple questions, though. Bill, maybe you can help me with this. Somebody asked me how many trucks do we have out on the streets at any one time during a snowstorm? Is it 3 trucks, 10 trucks? I didn't have any idea.
Normally, trustee, we have anywhere between 15 and 25 pieces out at one time, and it varies based on the storm and conditions.
Everybody always wants their street to be done first, I know that, but how many hours does it take for your crew to get through the village, to touch every street or 90% of the streets or whatever it might be? Is it 10 hours, 24 hours, 48 hours?
Normally, if the snow were to fall, and let's say we got 3 inches in a matter of a few hours, we could clean up the village within a 12-hour span.
Okay.
Obviously, our weekend storm, as we all know,
Yeah.
temperatures were extremely cold, below in the zeros, and sometimes wind chills minus. So that salt isn't as effective at that time, but we still maintain plowing. We use liquids that help streets still melt and keep intersections safe. But because of the extended snow period, we can't obviously complete the run because the
Right.
snow keeps coming down. So we basically repeat, and we do that from the top, bottom, until we're done.
Yeah, well, I think that you did a great job this past weekend, and I know there's a lot of comments pro and con and that kind of stuff, but you guys do a great job, and we appreciate it. Thank you,
Appreciate those comments. Thank you.
Mayor. Yeah. That's all, Mayor.
That's all, trustee. District 5?
Yeah, I'd just like to add my compliments. I spent a lot of time at home this weekend, and there was a lot of snow plowing going on, and I really appreciate all the work you guys do. Thank you.
In District 6?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I think residents sometimes forget, how big the Village of Oaklawn is. Like I said, about 2 months ago, I had the opportunity to walk that whole facility, our Public Works facility with Bill, and see all the equipment and all the people working on the equipment and all the equipment staged and ready to go and where the salt is, how they got everything. When they flip that switch and go, they go. There's no breaks. These guys are out there 12 hours working, right? We're not going to get the side streets first. The main thoroughfares got to get done. That's the way it is. And, unfortunately, everybody wants their streets done. They get to them all. I mean, I've seen them on the side street by me, and it takes a while, but people just have to be patient. In addition to the snowplow crews, you got water main breaks. I saw it 105th and Keeler. Those guys were out there, 12 hours in below zero weather fixing a water main. I mean,
Middle of the night.
it's nonstop. What Public Works has to do in the winter, they don't get enough appreciation for it. Guys are out there working hard. I just ask the residents to be patient. Those streets will get clean. They always do. It takes time, and our guys do a phenomenal job, and I'll stand by that all the time. So that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you, trustee.
Mayor, can I ask one more question to Bill? Sorry, Bill. But are there streets in Oak Lawn that we don't have the jurisdiction to plow or anything? Like the county or the state has to plow certain streets? That keeps coming up, and I really don't know the answer to that.
That's correct, trustee. Yes, there is a number of streets that surround and go through the Village of Oak Lawn that we do not plow. And most of those are going to be county roadways, like Central Avenue, for instance, or 103rd Street between Central and Cicero, 87th Street, Ridgeland, Harlem, of course. None of those streets the village plows. We do plow 95th Street and Cicero Avenue, as I know you're aware.
Right.
Those are state routes, though, that we do plow. And like trustee, sometimes things prioritize in each run, we have to keep those main roads open. That way the motoring public, emergency personnel can get through. So trustees, as you stated, sometimes residents wish we could get those side streets quicker. We always do, and we will complete them and make sure that those roads are just as clean as the main state routes. But it does take a little bit of time when you have a long snow that draws out over a period of time like this past weekend.
And is Pulaski also a state street?
Pulaski is a state route, and that is one we do not plow. So that is plowed by IDOT.
I know, I thought that was the case, because I keep hearing about it just every now and then. But thanks, Bill, for that information. Appreciate it.
No problem at all, anytime.
Thank you, Mayor.
Yes, I once heard that there's 140 miles of streets in the Village of Oak Lawn. If you were to add up every side street and every main street, you got 140 miles of street. That's a lot of streets to plow, and people need to be patient. There are priorities, like you said, Bill. You got 95th, you got Cicero, you got school areas, you got snow routes, you got hospitals that have to take a priority over my street, Colin, and I appreciate that. But you do get there, and I appreciate it. Thanks for all your work. Okay, thank you.
Streets calling.
All right, well, we'll move on now with all the praise done. Anybody got more praise? We'll move on to the village manager's report.
Mayor, I just have one thing. I got a call from a resident yesterday claiming that there was from a restoration company looking for water leaks. They were saying were hired by the Village of Oak Lawn. to test for water leaks. We've not hired any outside company to test for water leaks. You know, obviously they would charge for testing for water leaks, say if your toilet's running or something like that. So just be aware of that. If someone calls you, hang up. You can call Public Works, Bill, right, and confirm. But we're here to help. But we've not hired a restoration company on behalf. So let's let the residents know that. Thanks.
Thank you, sir. All right, the consent agenda. All items on the consent agenda are routine and brought forward at the direction of the Board of Trustees, village manager, or village committees and will be enacted with one motion. If discussion is desired, that item will be removed from the consent agenda and considered separately. A, request the Board of Trustees approval of the Oak Lawn Raiders Winter Picnic event on Saturday, February 15th, 2026, in the use of village resources for a total cost of $401.64. B, request Board of Trustees approval to waive the village resource fees of $401.64 associated with the Oak Lawn Raiders Winter Picnic event. C, request the Board of Trustees approval and direction to the Fire and Police Commission to hire 2 patrol officers from the current eligibility list. D, Resolution 2602-10, a resolution waiving competitive bidding and approving the purchase of 1 new 2025 Ford F-150 truck and 4 new 2026 Ford Police Interceptor utility vehicles for the use by the Oak Lawn Police Department from Napleton Ford of Oak Lawn for a price not to exceed $249,126.37. E, Resolution 26-02-11, a resolution waiving competitive bidding and approving a contract with Lieb Construction Services for landscape work related to the Oak Lawn Regional Water System Improvements Golf Course Restoration Bid Package Number 8. And F, Resolution 26-02-12, a resolution approving a joint funding agreement with IDOT and authorizing the use of local grant funds for the 95th Street Downtown Lighting Upgrade Project along U.S. Route 20 from 69th Avenue to 54th Avenue and from Illinois Route 50 to Pulaski Road. Motion, please.
Motion to approve.
Second?
Second.
Any discussion?
Just one comment. I believe the February 14th is Saturday of the Oak Lawn Raiders Winter Picnic. That's the 14th, not the 15th.
The 14th?
In case St. Gerald's is
Are we sure about
looking
that?
for that on Sunday. Well, I believe the 14th is Saturday and the 15th is Sunday.
Okay, all right, well,
I don't know when they have it. I believe it's on Saturday. Positive about that.
okay, with that
No,
correct.
it's on Sunday.
Oh, it's on Sunday.
Picnic's on the 15th.
So Sunday,
Oh.
February 15th.
Yeah,
Gotcha, perfect.
it's
So
right.
Saturday's wrong.
It should say Sunday.
You can
The
go to church and then go to the picnic.
Wow, what a bunch of sharp guys to catch that. All right, we have a motion, a second, discussion, and now we'll call for a vote.
Trustee Pembroke.
Yes.
Trustee Mallow.
Yes.
Trustee Stalker.
Yes.
Trustee Desmond.
Yes.
Trustee Sock.
yes.
Motion approved. Okay, the village clerk's report.
We have disbursement resolution number 2026-2D dated January 27th, 2026, in the amount of $3,458,299.27.
Motion to pay the bills.
Second,
Second.
roll call.
Trustee Pembroke.
Yes.
Trustee Mallow.
Yes.
Trustee Stalker.
Yes.
Trustee Desmond.
Yes.
Trustee Sock.
Yes.
Motion passes. Village President's report. I'd like to wish everybody a warm and comfortable January. The other day, I happened to get a few days down in Florida. It was amazing. I got on the airplane. It was 80 degrees. I got off 2 hours later. It was 6 below zero. Okay, so everybody stay warm. Spring will come. All right, executive session 2026-01 for the purpose of discussing, 1, closed meeting minutes of 2025-08, dated November 25th, 2025, and 2 settlements of claims, and 3 pending litigations. Motion, please.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
Roll call.
Trustee Pembroke?
Yes.
Trustee Mallow?
Yes.
Trustee Stalker?
Yes.
Trustee Desmond?
Yes.
Trustee Sack?
Yes.
Motion passes. That ends our public meeting. Thanks for coming out. Okay,